My God, me and my friend have this joke. I hope the Wi-Fi is okay in here. Me and my friend have this joke. I was taking a picture once, a selfie of he and I, and like he just is like, "Where do I look? Where do I look?" Because I always tell people if you have the iPhone to look at that little white dot at the top of the phone, and that's how your pictures will come out better. And so he always kind of like jokes around and he's like, "Where do I look? Where do I look?" Michaela, is that how I say that? Hello? Who else is there? Let me get comfortable. I was kind of running a little late. Daniel, what's up? Are you laughing at me? Why are you laughing at me? I know. I am entertaining. That you can definitely bank on. All right, let me just share this to my timeline. And let me share this to a group. Because, so here's the thing. I don't know if you guys caught on or not. But what I do is I get the download of something that I'm to communicate, and then I put a post online. I like think about like I literally did this like a half hour ago. And this is what I do to get myself going and moving is I put the time out, I give myself a deadline, and I just go. And it's like it keeps me from getting in my own way and coming up with any kind of excuses or reasons why to not do it. And I share that because it's like for you to tune in and just see like how do I ever get in my own way? How do I ever like come up with stories or reasons? Hi Donna, stories or reasons for not doing the thing that I want to do. And yeah, so I think about like, okay, that's going to keep me accountable because hey Sherry, Sherry's the girl that did my facial today. Am I glowing? I feel like I am. Find the thing that is going to keep you accountable because if I had to cancel for whatever reason, which why would I have to cancel in 30 minutes? But cancel because of fear. I mean, that is like, I'm just not going to let myself get away with that. And so I keep myself accountable. I am going, hey Zeph. All right, so I wanted to share this super quick in one of my private groups to, I don't know if anybody gets this. Who's here? Look at you guys knowing each other, making friends, talking to one another on my live stream. So I wanted to talk tonight about, all right, so yeah, when the struggle's real, can you let yourself break to become? And not sure it's just the facial. Oh, Daniel, now I'm going to blush. Melissa. Now I'm blushing, right? So, when the struggle is real, can you allow yourself to break down to become? And there's a few reasons why I want to share this because I see a lot. First of all, September is going to be a really great transformative month. And it's about where we put our attention and focus and what we do with what's presented to us, right? Struggle is real, hashtag. And now we have this opportunity to take a look at what is the wait, now I lost my train of thought. Hold on. Oh, look at you two, so cute. Thank you for the heart, Melissa. I'm glad you're here. So the struggle's real. Can you let yourself? Oh yes. Okay. So here we go. Because a few reasons why I want to share this is because I see people struggling a little bit with the changes that are happening and what life is presenting and where their soul is guiding them to let go. And I even find it in my own time sometimes when stuff is coming up. There's this resistance to want to be present with what's coming up, but it's like what the mind does is comes up with all of these like future, first of all, the few things that happens. One, when the struggle starts to happen and there becomes discomfort, it's like the mind doesn't want to go there. It's afraid that if it goes to the space that it feels like it's being led, that it'll never come back from, that you'll just like lose your shit and never come back, or you'll, cry and never stop crying. And that's just like not true. it's actually really great to be present with the emotions that are coming up for you, because when we're trying to stuff them down or avoid them, or just be like detached from them or escape from them, it actually is like they become more powerful than us, because now they're kind of running in the background. They don't go anywhere. But if you allow them to come up and feel and express, they go. And so, but the mind will tell you that you'll never come back from it. And you know what? That might be a good thing, because, the breakdown that we sometimes have is to, break down and let go of the parts of us that are no longer serving. When I say that, it means like the parts of us that are afraid to make decisions that are going to impact other people. But then at the same time, you're holding yourself back from that living and experiencing the life that you want to be living. And then other reasons, it's like, listen, a lot of self-trust is going to be called forth for September. And, trusting where life is guiding you. We used to have a lot of opportunity to kind of navigate a little bit more. Well, we're getting more of a nudge to make these choices and these decisions and change our life path. And here's the thing is, like, when I say about like, can you let yourself break to become? Because, through that surrender, thank you, Daniel. Yeah, letting go is difficult. But here's the thing, that's also a mind story. Because the thing that really holds on is the part that is like suffering, right? We're not holding on and squeezing on to joy and bliss and freedom, right? We're holding on and suffering from, fear and pain and, some of those mind stories that go through the mind that say, you won't survive. So survival stuff comes up. And so I came on here today to really encourage you to surrender to the changes that are coming, to get support. Here's the thing is, I have this wonderful community of people that I've developed around myself for in my years and on this journey. And it's I had a session with a healer yesterday, and she's like, we're both healers, and she's like, Kelly, she's like, the person can't see the poster when like their nose is up against it, right? I mean, that's the same thing. Like, I can't see the back of my head. Some of these fears and these programs and these subconscious beliefs that we hang on to, they serve an underlying purpose, and they hide from ourselves because it's almost like they feel like they have this job to, protect you, keep you safe. But the thing is that these are no longer serving you in the direction that you're going and what you're wanting for yourself and what you're wanting to create. And that's why the struggle is real, and why it's uncomfortable is because you're holding on to something that is not real and right for you, and that is not aligned. And so it is so much about surrender. Oh, Daniel says walls. Yeah, walls around, and that's the thing is, like, in the work that I do as an energy worker, is I can read energy. I can read where the walls are up, or like I'll see like steel doors around people's hearts, or, I'll even see like them, in a bubble and hiding. And, yeah, it comes through in all different ways, but it's, when I'm channeling someone's soul, it's like it comes through in a way that communicates so that they can also intellectually receive the information. But when doing work together, I hold the vibration for that stuff to dissolve. And that's my intention in here today, is to really wake you guys up to a little bit of what you may be hanging on to, hold some space for you to open up a little bit more. I see, like, my work is one of that does challenge these pieces that are within, that feel like they serve a purpose. And it takes a level of opening for someone to take that step and say, I don't want these walls anymore. Like, this program isn't working for me anymore. Like, I need to go beyond. I know my heart is telling me that there's more and better available. And so, it's how I started this, is like to be paying attention to the stories that you're telling yourself. Like, even Michaela said she's been, about learning to let go. It's really like a story that it's hard to let go. Wait, rewind. It's Hard to Let Go is a story. It's a story of from the fearful part of ourselves that say it, it's like one of like the very many, if you could think of like a child who is trying to persuade a parent to buy them something, some kind of toy, and they come in with all these different reasons why, or maybe a teenager why they should be able to stay out, or they come up with all these different reasons why they should get the car. And that's essentially what some of these programs and the underlying beliefs do, is that they tell you all different, oh, it's hard to let go, you'll be hurt, you'll be abandoned, you'll be you're not making the right choice, you'll be alone forever, you messed up, you should feel guilty, you should be ashamed, blah blah blah. And so like we like hold on to them, but it's not serving you in the way that in the direction you're going. And the reason and how you'll know is it will be uncomfortable and painful. So there's an opportunity there for you to let go. And like I said before, with the poster, we can't see it for ourselves. And even some of my hardest times, like I've got lifelines, like I've got friends I could be like, remind me who I am. Like, I'm running the story. I tapped into some fear today. And, and it goes like that. But it's just sometimes you just need that someone to lock arms with you, to go into this scary place, to go into the and to allow yourself to like even surrender to some of these feelings, because on some level it does feel real sometimes. And to have someone be on the other side, like holding space for the dissolving of these structures, these walls, these protection mechanisms that are really preventing you from allowing what more wants to come through. It's so much easier and effortless to have someone along your side. And so pay attention. So yes, the struggle does feel really real, because it's like almost like there's a harvest, right? There's the corn is coming through the ground. It's like the seed is breaking, you're rebirthing, and so much that goes into, we want to like tuck back into the hole, or stay inside the cocoon. And, some of the things, it's like even people I know are afraid of success, afraid of like what might happen if they're happier, afraid that, if they make a choice for themselves to be happier, worried how other people are going to feel. But here's the thing, when you empower yourself, you show others how to empower, when you empower yourself, you show others how it's done. And so, I share this because, what do I want to share? I try to like do a personal story here, because like when it comes through, I don't want to just be a teacher. I'm here. If you guys have any questions. So Michaela says, I'm trying to learn. Hey, Alexa, what's up? Anybody else here? Did I miss any comments? Let's see. Oh, here we go. I should probably go on my computer. Yep. Today felt like it was two different people. Melissa says two different people. One listening to my heart. Oh, wait, I can't see it all. Let me go to my computer. Hang with me. Hang tight, people. Hang tight. Checking on. You continue your conversation that you guys are having in there. I do have a lot of cool friends, so get acquainted. Why it's not letting me see all the comments for some reason, Melissa. So let me see if I can see. Today felt like it's two different people, one listening to my heart and seeing signs. It cuts off on this here. So unless this comes back up, or hold on. Hey, I just seen a hello from Stephanie. Hello. For some reason, Facebook is not letting me see the whole comment. Oof. So anyway, I mean, it's like even in the last couple days for myself, I'll share this piece, is that, as I, I'm, here's the thing. All right, this is what's up. Is yesterday was a new moon. I did a really nice little ceremony for myself. I took a bath and I was with some friends, and really, because it's September, there's this time about, it's, nines and release, but then also these really strong intentions. And then, some of the work that I'm doing, I'm doing, a couple of groups. I'm doing one-on-one work. I'm holding an in-person, retreat. And so for me, it's allowing, inviting it's almost like, what do I want to say? It's dust bunnies, any of the lingering stuff that's in the way coming up. And yeah, so it's like yesterday there was some heart work that was happening. And yeah, it's like really interesting that, like I said, you can't always see it for yourself. And for me, having this session, me having a session with a healer yesterday allowed me to get to this space of seeing some, because her holding this space allowed me to get to this space where I was still like feeling a little hurt in my heart. And so in taking the bath last night, and I'm going to write about this tomorrow or in the next couple of days, but I really just was able to, I was able to have the hurt and the love at the same time. And it was almost like it was like a cycling in and out. It was like, the hurt comes up, and this is where people stop it because it becomes uncomfortable, as they want to push it down. And then it just kind of like gets stuck in your body, and your minds don't think straight. And, you just, it energy, it's like, still water. What is it? Mold? Is it mold? Mildew, right? Still water. So, and hurling the space, I was able to like let it come up and fill the well with self-love. And it is self-loving to take the time to even, be present with yourself and just see what you're feeling. Oh, thank you for the likes, loves. Thank you. To be present with yourself. And so what happened is like I said, I took a bath, and I let all of that move through me. And then I was with a couple of girlfriends, and then I came home and I had just like this really amazing sleep, and woke up, and I wrote a whole bunch today, because that's one of my things is I do like to write and share and, communicate through my blog and my newsletter, and a lot of times on Facebook. And so it's like I had that opening, and because writing is my work, it's like the creativity came through. And so it's like in facing these, parts of yourself and allowing space and being with the struggle that's real for you, allowing yourself to break, allowing, it's like what came through in the writing today was like, that hard candy shell, like you're the prize inside. And so it's worth it. And it's only your mind and your fears and your limitations that are going to say you're going to get annihilated. It's going to be hard. You'll be, I don't know, you'll be broken. Like nobody's broken. So when I'm talking about breaking, I mean like breaking the walls down, breaking, allowing the dust bunnies to float up, like breaking the, breaking through the bricks that are holding you back in any kind of way of allowing yourself to be your fullest expression. So I'm going to try to get the comments. I think I'm done talking because that was so beautiful. That just like came through me. That really felt super sweet. So I hope y'all felt that. Yeah, the for some reason the comments aren't coming through here. So let me see what I can do here. Michaela says, I've been struggling for a while to try to learn to let go. So did any of what I just shared right now help to communicate what letting go looks like? It's easier to believe the bad things. It really is, because we're programmed. And, this is what I talk about, subliminal programming. And, my hashtag, unfuck your mind, is like, that's how we're limited. That's how we have been, anesthetized. No, it's like given amnesia for like our true, we are divine miracles. We are divine beings. Like, we have, yeah. We were very powerful. And some of that mindfuckery about like, believing the bad things has been about programming. And it's almost comes in some of those like, passive aggressive ways of like, well, you've got to prepare for the worst. So then you start thinking about all the worst case scenarios. And then what do you end up creating is a worst case scenario. But that's the programming. That's what's happening now is it's like we're breaking free. And it's not easy to do on our own, again, because it's intertwined, and there's a part of our being that says, you won't be safe. You won't be safe. Surrender is the only way to let go. Beautiful, Daniel. Sherry says, just had surrender tattooed on my wrist. So hard and so true. Yes. Michaela, hello, hello. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Al, what's up? If you're still here, sorry, long comments. Don't worry. In your head. Yeah, if you wrote it again, Melissa, I can read it. Let's see, in my head. I was a struggle between my head and stepping out and listening to my heart. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, so essentially, I mean, it's like your mind. I feel like what we do with our mind and the stories and the fears and trying to solve the solutions or trying to prevent ourselves now from having future pain is mind fuckery stuff. And that's where it's like you've got to take the keys back and drive your brain and remember, like, I'm a divine being. Everything and anything is possible. Like, where I put my attention, I create. This is why, having an intention or, a desired feeling be your focus, so you can always tap back into it. Right. So it's like, it's going to come up, but it's about whether you give it the power or not. Anne says, exciting for coming changes. Oh yes, Anne, me too. Get into it now. Get into the now, no past or future. Love these, Kelly. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks for being here. I appreciate it. So the now is where the magic is. And so anytime that you are putting your attention on the past, right? Or putting your attention on the future, even if it was yesterday, if you want to I don't know, have any kind of regrets or guilt about something that happened yesterday, right? Or, you're leaking your energy. Anytime that you're going into the future and trying to solve a problem that doesn't even exist yet, or try to find a solution to a problem that doesn't exist yet, or try to like project so much ahead of you, again, you're leaking your energy. And that's the thing. We are channels of energy. This vehicle that we have is what directs it. And that's what my work is about, is empowering you to be the empowered channel that you are, and learning how to integrate this human experience as an energetic channel, as a human and soul experience. And so, like I said, there's there's no reason you should be holding yourself back. There's nothing in your way except you, except what you allow to get in your way, except the stories that you tell yourself. And so know that I totally get that the struggle's real, and it gets really hard and it gets uncomfortable at times. I was in the bath last night being present with the heart stuff, and I was sweating because I make my Epsom salt really my Epsom salt baths really warm, and I like to put rose petals in there too, and I'll put like mineral salts and whatever else I'm inspired to, sometimes essential oils. And so it was really about release last night. And so I'm with my heart stuff. I'm sweating like crazy. I'm uncomfortable, but I had to keep dropping in. Because it's like when it gets uncomfortable, what do? We like grab our phone. We like, go grab some food. We like distract ourselves. We get on the computer, right? And that's what I'm saying is like, here's what I'm gonna like mic drop this with, is that it's like when you can hold space for yourself to break through these challenging times, right? This is also going to be a boomerang effect on bringing yourself forward to the other time, right? It's like breaking yourself, free from where you are, so it's like you can break the barrier of the struggle, right? If you can bring yourself back and then realize that you did it, you realize you got through it, you realize, you had the strength and you're empowered to do it. And then you go to the other side, and then you slingshot past your success barriers, past your, any of the things that you've been trying to do, but somehow holding yourself back from moving forward. Okay, you get that? It's like, it's worth it to move through. You're going to train yourself that moving through the struggle is also going to give you the strength to move through the things that hold you back that are like on the way to pleasure. Does that make sense? Can I get some likes or hearts on that? Because I can see it in my head. Let me take a sip of water. So that's essentially it. Thank you. Thank you, Sherry. Is that, let me put it a new way, another way too. Thank you for the hearts and likes. Is that when you, when you, let me say it, hold on. Let me get to it. When you train yourself and teach yourself and know that you're going to survive through the other side of the struggle, that also teaches you that the strength that you have and the endurance, the empowerment that you have to break through those spaces that maybe are keeping you from that loving relationship, putting yourself out in business more, opening yourself up to other and new opportunities, knowing that you want to start, I don't know, to go to a meetup group, or you want to take acting classes, or you want to, get on stage and do comedy. It's like, and then it's like when you learn to break through the struggle, then you learn to break through when it shows up on your path to success too. I don't know, mic drop. That's, to me, it's simple, but it's not easy. And that's why I do the work I do. And so if anything that I'm sharing with you is resonating and you're like, yeah, I'm so done, I'm ready, I know there's more and I just got to like clear this out. Here's the thing too, is that, so that slingshot that I talk about to the success, that is a lot of where my work goes, is because like Michaela said, is that we know how to do the bad thing. We know how to do the struggle. We know how to, manage the fears, right? It's the success. It's the, allowing yourself to fall in love. It's the allowing more abundance and ease and pleasure and being happy in your life that people actually have more of a struggle with. And so it's really about like, yeah, your brain is definitely trained in this way about how to, be in the more challenging places. The pleasure, the success, the fun, the joy, the bliss is where the brain needs to be retrained. And that's what I love doing. I love unfucking people's minds, and I love like seeing them, really claim what's real and right for themselves, like from their heart, from their soul, not from some ego mind or from some other program or some other expectation that their family or their, society has for them. I just had this conversation of like, it's so amazing that there's so much freedom happening right now with people just, like really allowing themselves to be who they are. So yeah, the world is changing. And when one person changes, a lot of people change. So thanks for the likes and the loves. Okay, wait, I see some comments here, but I don't see them all here. Here they are. Oh gosh, I am so sorry. Let's see. Become the witness, Daniel says. So Sherry says, we get to talk during facials. You're even more awesome than I thought. Tricked ya. I am awesome. Sherry, we can't talk during my facials because I left there today zoned out. It's like I like relax like 10 layers. So we can maybe go out before my facial. How's that? Let's see. Michaela says, I always feel like I have to have it together and I have no break. It's why I struggle. And the last part of it cuts out, Michaela. I always feel like I have to have it together and I have no break. And that's my struggle. I need something. Wow, that's like, I need to know what you're talking about here, Michaela, that last part. So type it in. Yeah, that's another story, right? That's another mind fuckery of like, I have to have it together. Like, I have to have it together. Like, says who? Like, what does even have it together mean? What does it mean? Because even, I'll tell you guys, is that, like, I've had a lot of, like, the stuff that I've shed around what professional means has really just allowed me to show up, like, as the channel comes through, and just do and be what I'm here to do and be. And, when we're getting in our ways of like the stories around have it together, I mean, whatever that means for you, like, how is that really holding you back from what more is possible, or like who you really are, or the people who, like when you let go of that story of like, I have to have it all together, like you slingshot to the other side, to the vibration of where, you know what, I've got it together. What if you just decided I've got it together? However the F it looks right now, just decide you've got it together and this is how it looks. That's what's coming through for you, Michaela. Let's see. Yes, makes so much sense. Breaking through these bricks. Yes, it did help. Always on the go and never slow down. Yeah, yeah. Why is that? Why is that, Michaela? I know that when I was doing love coaching specifically, I was coaching a lot of women who were always on the go, go, go. I was working with, professional women, business owners, and attracting love. And what we had discovered is that all that go, go, go was actually preventing them from, being with parts of themselves that really needed the attention. So are you seeing the connection there of like you're on the go, you need to let go, and your mind goes towards the bad things, but yeah, I mean, it's right here for you. You're seeing the cause and effect and the results, and in being with yourself and slowing down and not doing the go, 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 you're going to have to be with some of these things that are under the surface that you may be avoiding. And when you're going to set yourself free, when you are present with this. And so this isn't working for you. I know. So if you're interested, let's do some work together. Let's see. Donna says we are all still listening. We are also, oh, thank you, Donna. You guys are so cute. Epsom salt baths with Dead Sea salt, and I really zone out away from negative. Awesome. It cuts off the rest of there, but yes, I did. I think is mineral salt a real thing for, because I picked that up and it had, like nice little rose petals in it. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, I just went back there for a minute. Because it's like when I was clearing out that stuff of my own heart, like I fell even more in love with my own self. Did I say that already? And that's really what this journey is about is remembering that we're love. Melissa says, confused with all the uncertainty and the signs. What am I shedding versus what is staying with me? Well, you know what? It's like, don't even worry about what's coming or going or staying. Melissa, focus on how you want to feel. Okay? Focus on how do you want to feel. And the rest will take care of itself, because when you tune your vibration and how you want to feel, you become that vibration. And then whatever needs to fall away will fall away. Whatever is going to stay will stay. And you know what? And maybe even some more good and amazing comes its way. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. Okay, Sherry says, no wonder why I have no energy. It's nonstop leaking. Yeah. Okay, good. Stop that right now. Yes, Michaela, you can't help everyone. I know. And did you say you were a nurse? I think that was on here. So yeah, you definitely have a heart, and nurses are really special people, and well, everybody's special. Nobody get their panties in a wind, but nurses, and your job is very hard. And do you have kids? Yes, you do. I think, too. So, it's you have to make yourself a priority, because if we're no good for ourselves, we're no good for anybody. I know it's cliche of like put the oxygen mask on yourself first, but it's really true. And how we treat ourselves is how we teach others how to treat us. And also, if you have children, like how you're treating yourself is how you are teaching them how to treat themselves. Hey Michelle, nice to see you. Sherry, okay. Oh yeah, here it is, Michaela. I'm a nurse and always feel like I have to help everyone. I need to make time for yourself. Absolutely. That is like your soul work tonight. I'm telling you. Hi, Lisa. Hey, girly. And then, I know we can't. I'm happy to. Oh, okay. Yeah. Big Sherry. Hey, Diane. You need to allow yourself to a break. Yeah, you do, Michaela. You do. Hey, Steph. Oops. Hit a wrong button. Sherry says, I never slow a break for me or for anything, always giving, never taking. Yes. It's, it really, and then we wonder, right? So this is really, thank you so much for sharing this, Sherry. It's like, when we're always, giving and never receiving, then, we can't receive from the universe, right? So we can't manifest. We don't allow the things that we want when we're not even like, and it even starts as small as a compliment. Somebody gives you a compliment, like, oh, I like your, I like your ring. And, oh, well, yeah, I got it at like, a pawn shop. I don't know. I'm just making stuff up. It's like you make up I got it at Walmart or something. And it's like, no, just like, thank you. Say thank you. even when someone holds the door open for you, thank you. You know, it's like start with the little things and, start to pay attention to the little things. Cause it's like, if you've been doing this for a long time, you don't really have a really good muscle around receiving. So start with the smaller things. And then especially to yourself. Like I gave myself that bath last night. I intentionally made myself a nice dinner. Yeah. Okay. I think I got that point there. So Michaela says, altogether wife, mom, nurse. Yeah, it is. Yeah, you do need to slow down. You know what you need to do. I know it's so hard. You rock. Oh, thanks for the hearts and the likes and the everything else. You are so awesome. Heading home. I'm glad this is heading home. This is the thing. Yeah. So if there's anything that's ever holding you back, you guys, any like kind of stories or whatever, just don't. Like, I know it's like, this is what, like, if you guys are getting to the end of this and haven't seen the beginning, I just spoke about how, stories still come up in my own mind, but I don't let them take over. And, they're going to be there, but you just don't let them make any decisions for you. And then you realize they're there, and then you change the story, and then you change your focus. And so any of those stories that were coming up for me about even doing a live tonight, it was like I just kept tuning into knowing that I was channeling, that there was a message that needed to come through me tonight, and like I just had to get out of I had to get out of my own way, out of my human way. And so, I just think about like if there, what stories are holding you back from being a full expression, sharing your art, doing more of what you love, going to that thing, that yoga class, that event, that painting class, that acting class, that, putting yourself online for dating, whatever it is, like, what are the stories? If the thing you really want, just keep your mind focused on the thing that you really want and how you want to feel. I'm so glad you guys are all here. Oh, Michaela says, I'm speaking to her heart tonight. You're welcome. I'm glad that you're here. And thank you. So I appreciate that. Me too. Oh, the witness, Daniel says, aho. Yeah. So do you guys have any questions for me? I think that's all I had. Oh my gosh, it was so beautiful to have this exchange with you. And thank you so much for sharing where you're at and your hearts and, your experiences and yeah, just showing up here and sharing you with me and the others that are on this live and who will watch the replay. And thank you for the likes and the comments. And if thanks for the hearts. If you have any questions after or on the replay, or if you have you're wondering what working with me looks like, it's kind of like this. I wrote a post not too long ago about how laughter is my medicine because, some of this is hard, but I'll tell you, my voice and my laughter is a transmission of energy that helps to blast through some of this. Because, we can get too serious around this stuff and yeah, it doesn't have to be. Let's see. Michaela says, oh, true. I think of everyone else before I think of myself. Yeah. So you know what you need to do. Oh, thank you, Daniel, for seeing that. Yes. Thank you. Thank you, and you're welcome for my presence. My present is a present. My presence is a present, and your presence is a present. All of you. Oh, I know, you never listened to a live at all? Whoa, that's awesome. Well, you came to the best one for your first one. Let's just say that. I'm glad you're here. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching the replay. And if this resonates and you feel like someone can benefit from it, share. If you know someone who might be ready for the work that I do, connect us, send them this video. And yeah, like Daniel says, make it great, everyone.